Today is the day, everybody. Today will be our final episode. I promise you that. Like, we're done. We're done at the end of this episode. I am completing it today. We have had, like, 73 or something like that episodes of this. I am overly ready to get through with all of the challenges that this... What? Oh, you're... What? Huh? Oh, this is a weird slider puzzle. I can't tell if I like it or not. I can tell you one thing about it. It is definitely not controller nice. Which, by the way, is how I play this game. Just for anybody curious. Yeah, no. Welcome back to Sea of Stars, everybody. The game that I have been working unbelievably hard for us to get through as much as possible, as soon as possible. I believe if I go like this, and then like this, and then pull this over, we can kind of move this in, move this in, and if I do this, we want you to start moving up. This should relatively get us there. It's just shuffling right now. Like, that's what we gotta do, is shuffle, and I messed up there, I think. This is a very weird puzzle. Like, I'm just going to admit that. Very weird in the way that this is done. I really do hope that this is a puzzle that is solvable from any position, because my innate thought process is looking at this is not a puzzle that's solvable from any position. But, you know, I might be proven wrong here. There we go, okay. We got this. Thank you. At least you weren't overly hellish in your way. That's time room 11. We're only missing time room 12 now, I believe, and whatever else is left in this area. Oh boy, alrighty. Nope, no quick and easy path through here. Just gotta keep on walking. Today we are looking to hopefully, you know, complete things. Do we have... Yeah, like, I completed this area up here, right? Right? Like, my goldfish memory is showing right now. Yeah, we did. We totally did. So where would that final time room be? 6 tickets are required. Well, guess what? I'm ready. Here we go. We are ascending our big top. One final rest. I mean, look. One final popcorn for the road. And actually, because I did just see that, a few more ice creams as well for the road, because, you know, we got the ability to make them. Popcorn, caramel corn to max out, ice cream because, you know what, might as well max out that as well. Puppeteer's Big Top, 50 hours into the save, almost 51 actually, and here we go. Puppeteer. At last, the champions have arrived. How exciting. I've been waiting for this moment to test your mettle and fulfill my grand design. What do you want with us? What's your game, puppeteer? Oh, this is far more than a game, child. You are the key to my freedom. With your powers, I'll escape this wretched prison and finally step into the real world. Yes, the masses need order. A single, absolute voice. An arbiter of right and wrong. No more chaos, no more free will. Only my perfection shaping reality. A malevolent spectacle for all. And you think we're just going to hand all that over to you? No, you misunderstand. I don't need you specifically. Your replacements will do nicely. When your evil twins finally take your places, they'll bring your powers to me unchallenged, and the world will never know the difference. Won't let that happen. And stop me if you can, but you better hurry. They are quite eager to take their thrones. Enough already, we're taking you down! Indeed, the time for backstage chatter is over. It's showtime! Oh, come on. I thought... You've said it in front of every other boss fight. Puppeteer, come on. You let me down. The spotlight awaits. Let's see if you're ready for the big stage. Oh? Oh? Are they pulling the base game where we're not allowed to fight the puppeteer? Oh my god, it's Wheels. It's Wheels! It's freaking Wheels! Let's go! Oh, you don't know how happy it makes me that the final boss of this is literally a Wheels. The thing that I have said over and over again is one of my favorite parts of this game is just a gameplay standpoint, but I know is absolutely, like, slow and not fun to watch. We're having a Wheels battle. Dear God, we're having a Wheels battle. Children of the solstice, I am your new master, and you will submit. Oh my god. So it's oh my god, I can hit the wheels. Oh, and we don't get... Why is he here if his health bar isn't going to show? Oh my gosh, wait, is Artie going to be the Wheels player? Okay, so... For those of you who haven't watched Wheels or seen anything about the Wheels, the things that are most dangerous are star backgrounds, because star backgrounds upgrade the units on either side. Orange upgrades orange, blue upgrades blue. And then the more knobs in each one, or the more gems, I should say, in each one, makes it even more dangerous as well. Can I attack her directly? No, it is only these that I get. Yeah, and I'm betting once these guys are... I'm betting we knock them down and that gives us her health bar. Also, can I say, what a hell of a design for just the boss fight. Like, good job making this boss fight look good. It is amazing to me. I will also add, none of these are... We have no AoE moves with Zale and Valerie in this version, other than the Lunabo, which Lunabo is not something I really want to hit here. I'm going to be honest, we're going to want to probably target the Wheels unless we can take whatever's going to come to us. So, yeah. This is the one that I'm thinking is oh my gosh, she actually reacts to you doing stuff. We really want to make sure, also, I love that they've understood that the least useful thing in this is barricades. Genuinely tells me that they have zero cares. Alright, you, clown, you're probably, okay, magician... I'm trying to think what these would be. You're probably a multi-attacker, because the magician or the wizard in the base game does fireballs, basically, which deal double damage, double strikes, basically. You are probably single big attack. Gonna be honest, we're probably wanting... Also, they're actively weak to the basic attack types, which is interesting to me. Okay, 91 to you. Of course, they're gonna pop that. Okay, this one is not nice. I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna... Oh my gosh, we can re-roll her entire board with Sun Balancing. That is awesome to me. I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna want the re-roll. Also, further additive to this, she's not following by the normal wheels rules. It is quite literally pip for pip. In normal wheels, it is not pip for pip. You normally need at least a match to get a pip to, or a pip to move. So, seeing that it's pip for pip on this is actively, like, a bit saddening to me, because it's unwillingness to follow your own source material. But, hey, we did at least get her to move. Really, this one is the one that I would like to get rid of now, because, yeah, if I can pip for pip it, it is going to go bye-bye. The other thing is, though, is I'm just really wanting to get rid of this guy. Like, I don't know. Part of me is just, like, straight up keep her down. I mean, we're gonna be taking an attack anyways. So if I can just, you know, mistime everything, apparently. Oh, no, they are following regular rules. I just miscounted the first time. Also, you're almost dead. Yeah. So if I can get rid of these two this time, it is going to be good. There we go. Oh, she's cheating the game now. Because she realized that we were just too good at the game, she cheats. So if you set her into a position where she just thinks she's gonna cheat, or where she just thinks it's better to cheat, she will. I guess if that's the case, we know we're gonna take an attack this turn. It's better to go for a juggle core to get rid of the big one. Hell yeah, get rid of ya. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, we swap! That's awesome! Oh my god, that is such a cool... That is such a cool mechanic. I both love and despise this. Okay, so she is locking some now. And of course she locked the best ones. Really a full reroll is not a bad idea. So yeah, Lunabow is the best move. Because as we know, Lunabow is just the best move to use for all of this. Oh, and I mistimed it. Hey, we did get her to a state where she has nothing going for her. Really right now what I'm thinking is I just want to get through as many enemies as possible. Or as many of these guys as possible now. And of course, as always, I can't perfect 2-bit them. Please do not lock... Okay, thank God you didn't lock the one that was actually terrifying. Okay, yeah, if I get this, this should relatively be enough for us, hopefully. Part of me is curious what the actual, like, thing is, because it does seem to be that as we attack, yeah, we just downgrade her ability to do stuff. We don't actually... I'm starting to think maybe that as we go through, if I can downgrade her consistently, we're going to be breaking the wheels, and that's like her actual health bar, effectively. And yeah, that's just going to be a little bit of EXP towards you. The best, yeah, she picks the best too. She is not happy. She is not happy at all. If I can... So, really, if I can just break this right here, she's probably gonna cheat it afterwards as her response to it. Yeah, she's gonna cheat the board. This sucks because it is a forced attack now. So, if we're gonna take force damage, we go try and remove one of the problems. Interesting that they aren't... Saya. Ow! Okay. Ow. Tempestual Ball. Okay. Not that bad. Do you want to swap me out? Ow. Okay. Zale is force swapped out, or swapped in. I will admit, this is a really awesome fight. I just am very much in the mode of, oh dear god. What do? Yeah, we definitely, you're weak to bonk, you're weak to fire. I mean, look, if we lock her down, it is just the best decision for all of us. There we go. Don't lock the star. Frick. Frick you. You locked the star. You're about to get a nice attack in, which is gonna hurt us a bunch. There we go. Yep, that's gonna suck. You're swapping in the strong man. Ow. Okay, can I get an up? Yeah. Okay, she is happy with this. We really need the cannonball trampoline to go off, so yeah. Please just work with us, and please make this worth the while to go for. Okay. Use this one. Oh, I misread. Horribly misread. We really want you to get out of here. You're cracked. Ooh, okay. There we go. Almost got you down. You went out. You swapped out, at least. Okay. You locked two of them that were decent. Oh hey, you're weak to laser actually on this one. Yeah, you're probably gonna cheat this one looking things over. Okay. Yeah, cheated. I don't know how well we're gonna do because of the fact that she cheated it. So much so to the point of where I think if I accept that the cheat occurred and just go for the weakness and just take that. Knife! Ow. You knifed him. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, we're done. We're dead. That's the game. Holy cow. Hell of a boss fight. This is definitely actually probably up there as my favorite boss fight in the game. Because they finally made wheels matter to the base game. What is there that I can do better? Cause, yeah, I think we re-equip the green plume. Give us more HP overall for Zale. Makes Zale effectively back up amongst, you know, good damage again. And let's just wheel it into the real fun time. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Hell of a fight. Okay. Now that I do know, though, by the way, that AoE is quite literally, like, among the most important things, and furthermore also know that, like, that you can't re-roll them into something better, so to speak. I'm just gonna go AoE all the way. Like, AoE all the way, because it just re-rolls them into worse. Ergo, it's better to do so. Like, there's no reason not to. And she's obviously gonna cheat now. Or not cheat, actually, and be willing to just accept that. So, here's the thing. I think these two... Also, I love, by the way, that all of them are just based off of her in, like, different outfits. I think this line is the one that is most scary, so to speak. So, forcing it to swap out quicker is effectively better, and by additive, you know, continuously Luna bowing against this is definitely worth the metal. Yeah, like, again, we've just wasted through the entire capabilities, and now you're gonna go to locks. Which, again, you know, not the worst. You're probably gonna cheat this one, so here's the thing. Where we have two, you're gonna get a little pick. It is worthwhile to just try and knock out this guy real quick. Yeah, like, overall was worth, in my opinion, to do. You locked something that was utterly useless for you to lock. Now, I will admit, that did actually make it impossible for me to in one shot, you know, get everything. But that's the good news about sun balancing, is at least... Okay, there is just two on the ground. At least I can do this and get you... all the way. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we're gonna... We really need to make sure that you go down this time. You did not. So that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, you re-rolled them. Ow. Interesting that she was willing to just get rid of both of them. She is not happy. She's like, wow, I really went and locked the worst ones. If we get rid of this, no matter what, like, we're set up, basically. This is probably the next best one to try and get rid of. Yeah, we're gonna take a knife. Hell yeah, block the knife. I do like that it's just titled knife, by the way. Genuinely among one of the best named attacks from this game. Lunabout, again, best move of the set. There we go, and we've straight up, she's gonna cheat now. Yep, cheating was really probably her only option, and of course it's to go for an ultimate knife. Oh my god. At least now that I know the trick to knife, I'm not too worried about it. It just is definitely like a yikes right now. Ow. And no, oh, no knife. I thought there was a knife gonna come. Yeah, of course you're going for that. Why wouldn't you go for that? I am really kind of wanting Zale to go down, actually. But while he's still up, I am going to be using Sun Balancing as best as I can. There we go, and furthermore, while we've got the opportunity to, let's try and knock these guys down. Just a peg. Yeah. Keep it knocked down as best as we can. Of course, you're swapping us out. I mean, hey, you did swap us into somebody I was hoping to. You just swapped me as the wrong person to get swapped out. Leapfrog is probably our best move, just because it's the one I'm most confident with. Yeah. There we go. And furthermore, Galade Roy just keeps us alive. Like, we single-handedly just reset the battle to right to the beginning now, basically. Please attack the statues, please. Thank you. Okay. I do really want to use another Leapfrog. Specifically targeting you right off the bat, because if I can get you down, you're just done. Come on, there we go, please. Yeah, you're cheating, obviously. I do like, by the way, that cheating is legitimately a move of the boss. It is by far one of the funniest things that this game can throw. I mean, technically, here's the thing. We are cheating by having our own attacks go towards the minis. Yep, you're swapping us out. Interesting, so there is a limit. Ah, you healed. Okay. Nice. See, I like the mechanics of this fight. This really does feel like this is where, like, all the capabilities of this went. Because it just feels like it's all right here, basically. Yeah, if I shoot you, I think you're just done. And then we really want to make sure that this goes out of here, because if this gets... Yeah, I'm like, if that goes off, it's gonna really hurt us. I mean, yeah, we definitely pinged him down the right amount. Come on, bust all the figures. Lunabo is ready, by the way. So we are using it immediately because we do need that heal. We do need that damage. Lunabo just is the game's best thing. There's also an item that I have which I think buffs Lunabo. Yeah, if I knock you out, we just get rid of you permanently. Okay, we've got one down. You're immediately swapping into that. Alrighty. Did not lock the two best. I will tell you that. Yeah, if I Cannonball Trampoline, this might be that, the strongman down. Nah, literally, here's the thing. There's a part of me who's wanted to make a real-life Wheels game. Of course, it would be dice instead of tables. Just because real-life Wheels is effectively using dice. Wow. Nice cheat, by the way. You literally cheated locked ones. No, like, I wanted to sit and just make myself a little bit, like, of a Wheels game, just so I could play it with some of my friends, other than through, you know, the game's multiplayer that it has. And, of course, refresh the already, like, full health one. And then you're gonna attack. Alright, fine. Then you get an attack. That one is the one that I'm scared about, by the way, because Saya is really just... Ow. And I perfectly timed it, still took the damage. Alrighty. Swap me out, please? Nope, nope, not happening. There you go. Gonna make me have to fight it. Alright, here we are. We're back. Swapping immediately into the damaged ones is interesting. I can see the strat that exists. I don't think it's a good one, personally, but I can see the strat that exists. Now we just gotta hope that I'm good and just get as many pings as possible. Okay. Oh my god, we got 2 in 1. Jeez. Oh, and you're like, you know what, screw you for that. Get out of here. Yep, and 1 ping for you, please. Okay, of course you're gonna do that. No Lunabo, but we do get Heat Frog, which is good. There we go. You've only got 1 move left, and it's this guy. Look, here's the thing. What are you weak to? You're weak to fire, and you've got my only fire dealer out. Yeah, we've got you down. Useless wheels. Oh, hell yeah. GG? I think this is GG. I believe this is final boss down. Yeah, that is effectively there. Yep, of course you're gonna cheat. But I think you're cheating a little too late. Because 1... Cannonball, Trampoline, or a Heat Frog even, I think, is all we need. I mean, look, you have our 2 best AoEers in the game here. Oh my god, and we just win. We just win. How rude of you to steal the show in someone else's theater. Hey, you're almost at the end. We're rooting for you. I'm not sure what this is, but I was told it might help. Well, good luck. It's a save. Why do we have a save point right here, right at the end? Was that only phase 1? Was that literally only phase 1? I underestimated you. Bravo! A performance so dazzling, I almost forgot my lines. How delightfully inconvenient. But no matter, the next act has already been written and its theme is despair. You will see how brightly your little flames burn when faced with a foe you cannot defeat. Whatever you've got will bring it down. But please save your heroics for a more gullible crowd. The connection to your innate magic is all but severed. Yes, my menagerie's crown jewel will crush your spirits and leave them ripe for the taking. Shall we begin? Heard enough. Do your worst. Ha! Alas, the time has come. Time to show you fragile fools the weight of true helplessness, to break your will and decimate your faith. I give you the Dweller of Scourge. Alright, here we go. And hey, we did get a full heal. Damage... Are you kidding me? Damage up, normal. Damage down, all of our non-normals. Of course. Because we aren't playing the game normally anymore, you know? We have to be able to play as our normal characters, and you can't do that while you're here. Youch. Can I target something else? No. Okay. Dweller of Scourge is just death. Yeah, no. We're dead here. Fine, I'll just throw as much as I got into it. You're even weaker than I thought. Just use normals because the game's gonna make us have to do some, you know, not even a scratch. Some Solstice Warriors you are. Yeah, of course, I know. Look, they're gonna realize... Like, I'm hoping they're gonna realize here soon that, you know, we kind of need to do something here. This show's getting boring. So, well, let Scourge give them a taste. Oh, yeah, no, that's just one shot. Zale, this is... What's the matter, darlings? I thought we would play a little longer. We have to. Pathetic, is this truly all you can muster? This is bad. If we don't do something, they're done for. Back to that clown thing from earlier, we need to work fast. Alrighty, we'll buy some time, just... Prototype, oh? That's a long shot. Go warn the others. You can't leave them like this, they're not ready. Meliora said it was their journey and that they needed this. Doesn't mean we have to let them die. Show a little faith, Hammer. Let's hurry then. Don't give in now, okay? I've come too far to let this break you. Remember who you are and what you're fighting for. I believe in you. Ah, how touching. Your so-called friend couldn't even stick around. Did the pressure break him, and does he finally know better than to rely on weaklings? You won't get away with... A little short on resolve, are we? Perfect, and now the highlight of the show. Your spirits are cracked, your hope is dangling by a thread. The ideal moment for the real stars to take the stage. You're no longer needed, dears. My champions, your destiny calls. Obliterate their minds and take your rightful places at my side. Why fight, Zale? You're tired, aren't you? Always carrying the weight of everyone's expectations, trying to be a hero. Let me take over. I can give them the perfect protector they deserve, without the weakness, without the doubt. You know, it's true. Deep down, you don't think you belong, so why not step aside? I can handle it. And yet, you resist. Still holding yourself back. Always playing the calm and controlled hero. You crave to let it all go. You need only accept my offer and I'll be everything you can be. Everything you wouldn't let yourself be. Just imagine, no more struggle, no more restraint. Guess you were right in a way. For a long time I thought I had to be the brightest light in the room. Thought that if people didn't see me as strong, I was failing them, and myself. That's right. Doesn't it feel good to finally just give in? Come closer. No, that's where you're wrong. I don't need your empty pride or anyone to tell me what I'm worth. You're lying to yourself again, Zale. Without me, you're just another child with no spark. I am the greatness you crave. You're nothing but a shadow of my fears. I'm done letting you control me. What? How dare you? The weakness you exploited. I see it now. I was afraid of what might be hiding in the shadows in my own mind. I know you've thought about it. To be wild, to stop pretending. I see it in your eyes, Valerie. You want me to take the burden from you. All I feared was that if I let go for even a moment, I'd lose myself just like you did. But I understand now that I don't have to choose between peace and strength. No, I am your better half. Bend the knee. You're not better than me, or anyone. You're just my doubt dressed up as a king. I'm not enough? But you're weak, Valerie. Your peace is just a cage. Let it go. Give in to the power you're hiding, and you'll be unstoppable. You're the weak one. No discipline. Only jealousy and anger. I don't need you to become whole. You're the one that needs to be freed. But we let them haunt us. We were so scared of what we might be hiding. No more and never again. I'm ready, Zale. Me too. Oh my gosh! Yeah, their inner child's coming back to them. Oh, thank you for returning our sashes. We needed these. Accepting themselves. Beautiful meaning right here at the end. Huh? Preposterous. How? Mind games have no power over us anymore. Together we are both the light in the dark. We are solstice warriors and you must be cleansed. Be gone. Ahem. Oh well, what an unexpected turn of events! You've truly outdone yourselves in this performance. But why not continue with this tiresome charade of conflict? Just another illusion. We're done talking. Your time is up. Now, let's not ruin the mood with unnecessary hostility. Although we negotiate, surely you'd like to leave this place. Absolutely. What do you mean, darling? Salem Valerie, Lunar Combo Super Solstice Strike. Oh my god. Man, I wish I had that for the main game. Now let's finish this for good. Home back this time. There we go. All of their moves. Oh my gosh. Super Solstice Strike. Ultimate dual attack. Press A repeatedly during projectiles phase to shoot more. Oh my god. Hell yeah. So it's Solstice Strike Plus, basically. And you can still use a normal Solstice Strike. Alright, look. We all know how we do this. We know how we play. Been so long since I've gotten to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Charge level 25. Alright. And hey, you know, we don't get the better move! No! I really wish they gave you like a swap button that let you swap into their different moveset, because I would totally use a Lunabo right now. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Dash Strike, I assume, probably is our best move here. Hell yeah. Alright, well, sap. Yeah. I mean, look, I was prepped for it by just having that ready. Yeah. Ugh. I definitely didn't have the right move set for us, but, you know, hey. Look, I know that I've sucked at timing that in the past, but, like, come on, game. Hell yeah, here we go. Ow. Okay. Almost there. Charge level's at 75. Has me a teensy bit worried. It's alright. We're good. We can handle it. We can handle it. One healing light from Zale gets us there. And look, I've lost all my timing for this game because, yeah. Do I just Lunar Shield because I can? I think, yeah, we do just Lunar Shield just because I can. Yeah. Charge level 100%. Cog Rain. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We saved the Super Solstice Strike, obviously. Because, you know, we can. And yeah, let's just... We really like Valerie being able to do the ultimate moves. Look. We know that this is a Super Solstice Strike. Oh my god. Hell yeah. And then, of course, we also love charging this bad boy. Lana's Might Retribution. Hell yeah. Here we go. I do wish that the ultimates did have a timing to them, because I have fully learned that the ultimates do have 0 timing to them. There is no, like, there is no scaling to them. You just do them and that is it, basically. Yeah, get us a bunch of stuff out for us to use, okay? Incoming need for Lunar Shield, definitely. Yep. Alrighty, and Sunball is gonna really hurt ya. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And look, I'm gonna be honest, you can survive one more, but a healing light does just keep you going. How many do we got? Just the one. Yeah, if I use super a Moonerang for us, actually a Lunar Shield here just does get us through. Yeah, and hey, we got the perfect. Yeah, you're gonna charge to 100, so Valerie is immune on this one. Zale takes a little bit of damage, but oh no. And Solstice Strike just breaks that down. There we go. Yeah. I mean, we really do need to make sure that we're keeping the heals up. Yeah, you need to heal yourself. There we go. And you... yeah, you really just need to keep throwing damage in. Ow. Bad timing on that one from me. Okay, okay, yep. 3 and a Lunar Shield. If I can time this, this is a full heal for Valerie, I believe, but nope. That's fine. Again, case in point, Lunar Shield being absolutely insane for us. This is where Soonerang would have been really nice, but we're not gonna get a Soonerang out of this, so we're gonna cry a little bit, because I'm not even gonna get a Dash Strike out of it either, and therefore, we just hate life. Yeah, hate life. Sap incoming. There we go. Stopped him a little bit. Okay. I will say, cool boss design. Overall, kinda just... let's see here. Yeah, you don't even have an attack coming. Okay. Yep. There you go. And we need a healing light on you. And I mistimed it again. Ow. Charge level 100. Here it comes. The Cog Rain. Okay. Yeah, keep those going. Are we on 3? We are not. You're going out. We definitely need a heal, and I would like it to be... I keep messing up. Ow. Yeah, if I give Valerie the heal, we get a better heal right here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we just deal the ultimate. Because, yeah, your ultimate just does a lot of damage. Goes good. I think we're just ready. Maybe. Hell yeah! Perfect from me. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see here what we got. Yeah, we do this. And then we're gonna really want a boosted Lunar Shield. No boost, Sag. Or no big boost, I should say. Start recovering some MP. Keep it up. And hey, look at that. I was ready for it. Soonerang, you're dead. It's been a while since I've gotten to do moonerangs and stuff like that. Like, just, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Okay, you get a bye-bye, and, yeah, we just kinda, you get a bye-bye. Ow, bad timing. And Zale's gonna go down here. First time we're gonna have a down this fight. Oh my gosh, Zale didn't even go down. Oh, that's right, because I have the special that makes it so that, like, one of our first downs in the fight just doesn't happen. So we are back in normal rules, at least in terms of what items we have, I'm assuming. If I healing light you... God. And hey, will you look at that? Another Soonerang for us? Sure thing. Bye-bye. There you go. This thing's built to take a real beating. Feels good to be back in control, but we'll be here a while. It'll wear down eventually, but still, I bet Artie would have wanted to see this. Meanwhile, Artie... Miniaturization works. Vision module. All systems are green. Not in the heatsink. We can figure that out later. The body needs work anyways. Good job, team. Perfect design, perfect execution. Well, what are we waiting for? Just remember, short intro. Yeah. Oh my. Alright. Hey, I'm back! Looks like you've got this, though. Should I just... Why don't you say that? No, it'll be awkward to ask if we can join. Hey, Ari, want to finish this together? Huh? Just go! Yes! I mean, I made something to help, but I need your powers to activate. Let's see it. I said yes, do we just... As for the pose. Okay, can you strike the pose like when you control the light? What? The thing! Focus your power and follow my lead, alright? Let's do the thing! The thing! Oh my god! Wait, is it Punch Out? Oh my god, it's... Is it freaking Punch Out? Oh my god, reduce damage from attack, counters risk, deals massive damage, but can be countered by defense. Oh my god! It's literally, we're punch-outing Artificer. Oh. Attack. Okay. Dweller Scourge seems furious. Defend. Woo! Hell yeah! Okay, basic attack. Checking the situation. Alright, normal attack. Dweller Scourge puts on a serious look. So, a basic attack? Can be mitigated by a block, so block it. Oh my god. We are shredding. Ow. Dweller Scourge is hesitating. Hesitating, you say? Mitigated by the block is the best option. Puts on a serious look, so going to defend... Or going to attack, I believe. Yeah, just defend it. Deleted. Risky attack because we got the ability to. Ow. Dude, we deleted him. Come on, please give me an actual full punch-out part. I love that we are oversized mech, effectively. Oh my gosh, what an ending. What an ending. Clockwork and defeat the Dweller of Scourge. Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker. There we go. Alrighty, look, I mean, we've already seen all the credits before. We're not fully done, in my opinion, because we still haven't seen the thing in the center of town. But overall, I'm gonna be honest, I would like to give my rankings now. We are definitely... This DLC was definitely not as good as the base game. The base game was much better by miles. And... Oh? Yeah! Watchmaker returns! And gets to see Horloge in full. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm not continuing my ramblings now, not while this is happening. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Truly. This is exactly what I would have hoped from a great ending. Oh? The final timepiece? Oh no, it's the ability to change his name. Truly to be Keenathan. Yeah. Truly Keenathan. His name is truly Keenathan now. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Out of Horloge. Another quest completed. Thank you, dear comrades. This would have gone terribly wrong without your strength and determination. You've not only solved the problem, but restored hope where there was none. Gotta say, I'm glad to tag along for the ride. What a story to tell, huh? You saved us more than once, Artie. We couldn't have done this without you. Ah! Well, it's not every day you get to fight up side by side with heroes. And heroes you all are. You've shown tremendous courage and have earned more than victory. You have the gratitude of everyone here. So it's really over. Missed this, but being out here with you two, fighting for something big. Well, you're more than welcome to return here at any time, and who knows, there might be a thing or two you missed along the way. It's been a wild ride, but it's time to head back. The real world is still waiting, and the Fleshmancer is still out there. Aye, it's a wrap then. Lead the way, mate. I do be missing this little bolt of ours. Excuse me, before we leave, if I may. This life belongs to the craft. If that is your wish, I have ways to ensure we meet in the next one. Why, another grand adventure! I shall look forward to it. And the final time rune. Alrighty. We gathered every last piece. What do we got here? Oh? It's taking us somewhere. Ultimate Wheels Battle? What stats do I... Okay, I have full stats. I have full health and everything. If there is a final boss fight, I'm ready for it. Hello? So that the future may be, a vision lies within. Should you be worthy of its stewardship, present yourself. This is not for us. Hey, guys! Garl, what are you doing here? Special permission. Would you mind? I need to take care of something here real quick. You know about this thing? I wish I could explain, but I made a promise. Sorry. Just trust me on this one, okay? As long as it's safe. Totally, I'll be just a moment. Garl having full knowledge of all time, the universe, and everything. God, it's weird seeing him without his bag. Alright, now to present myself. Okay, how about... Ovate of time, so that the future may be, the one whose familiar as the raven has allowed my return. I was shown the birth of this world, and observed the one whose familiar is the sparrow. How it all connects is lost on me, but this I know. You need a message. I believe it's a warning to reach you in a future life. And don't worry, I'll tell your current incarnation. Does she even know why she needed to make the clock? Anyways. Oh my gosh, so the Watchmaker... The Watchmaker is a person being reborn through time again as the Ovate of Time, which is basically like the god of time in this world. So she basically is the god of time itself. And when she dies, she'll be reborn again as a new person in the line of Ovate of Time. Oh my gosh. So this is a message to the future Ovate. Anyway. Entrust your vision to me, for I am the flame that refused to die. Entrust your vision to me, for I am the shepherd of guardian gods. Entrust your vision to me, for I am the Ovate of hope. Oh? Hello? Oh my god! We get the continuation of this scene! Oh, Elisandro and the other guy that I forgot the name of that I could have gone back and looked at, but I just haven't because I straight up forgot as a character. Oh my god, we get to see these two again. So it's decided then. It may take centuries, but their power will vanish. Barmoth Azel. When the time comes, the demon army will be ready. And I will craft the most powerful spell the world has ever seen. A storm big enough to engulf all life. Utter cataclysm. Yes, a flood for the ages. God. Centuries. Simple message won't reach that far. We need a prophecy. What doth it meanst? Bear witness to the secret vision. We're going back. I'm sorry, we're going back? Like, what? I've gotta go back. I mean, like, I gotta see what Garl was on about. It's crazy to me. Okay, that's just it then. No future of what that means, just straight up knowledge that centuries in the future, they are to return and cause hectic hell to this world. Maybe it's a thing to a sequel of this game or a future DLC. Look, I'll be honest, I will come back if there is a future DLC to this game. I will be happy to play more of its chaos. I will be happy to see more of whatever it decides to have, and whatever it decides to add, I'm excited to see more of. This game was, oh, I haven't cooked all of the horloge recipes. What recipe have I not cooked? Cook each of the, there's 5? Oh my god, I haven't cooked. There's 2 that I missed. Look, this game has been awesome to me. I've really enjoyed it in all of its experience, and I hate to say it, with this DLC, my more solid statement is definitely just a solid 10 out of 10 game. I said after the end of the main game that it was a 10.5. I still hold to that, but if we're including what this DLC adds, this DLC felt rushed in a lot of spots. First off, there was a lot of points where it just didn't trust the player. I mean, Narcissus King straight up didn't trust the player at all. None of the puzzles were overly challenging or exciting to me. They weren't really hard in any way, shape, or form. They were just kind of do a thing to do a thing to do a thing. There were puzzles in the main game that were definitely on that point, but at least they had some decent thought to it as well. Each one was definitely built around, like something unique, and I felt that this didn't really have that sort of point in the puzzles. Furthermore, additive to that, as we exit, I do just want to see something. Oh my gosh, of course there's still some treasures left. Yeah, we didn't collect everything. That'll be something I do in my own time. It's not really something I want to put you all through. No, this DLC also has, I think, one major problem with character favoritism, I think. It really liked Valerie. Furthermore, to add to that, it really likes Artie. Artie was, thank you for bringing Magpiece to Horloge. Artie was the starting best character, but then Valerie just ascended stat-wise and furthermore ability-wise. As soon as I started recognizing the power behind Lunabow was the go. In every single option in every single battle that I had, there was no move better than Lunabow. No move did anything better than Lunabow. Lunabow just carried. And that single-handedly propelled Valerie forward to be tied with Artie. Artie then just became a tank while Valerie got every stat. And I hate to tell you this, every stat is better than 3 of the 6 stats that you're going to roll. Because if we look at their stats over here, you can see HP, MP, attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense. Those are all the stats, and it was the same for while we were in there. Their abilities were effectively just Valerie does everything. Damage-wise, Zale becomes an absolute mage, and Artie becomes the tank. Which, fine, I get that. Except you gave Artie more damage than Zale could ever output physically. Zale just got trashed on. I really think that out of the 3 characters of the DLC that we saw, the general ranking goes Valerie, Artie, and then Zale like 7 million miles down. Zale had 2 good moves. They were stun balancing for its AoE capabilities, but again, the only reason its AoE capabilities were good is because his moveset did not have AoE, period. And Zale base game doesn't have much for AoE anyways. I mean, Dash Strike is his AoE. Like, let's be honest here of this. Sunball's not an AoE, it's a nuke. Dash Strike is the AoE. And Dash Strike is really good. Sun Balancing is a mini Sunball. That's what it is. It's a mini Sunball. The problem is it's mini Sunball for more than Sunball, I believe. And also more skill-based than Sunball, and furthermore, less capable than Sunball. Zale really just, like, lost all capabilities in there. And don't even get me started on Narcissus King being able to reverse split Sunball, which is just badassery that I wish we could have in the base game, and Narcissus King being probably amongst the stronger-ish characters within there. Do we still get... Okay, we do get Super Solstice Strike in the main game, so it would have been worthwhile for me to actually come here before beating the main game, but... Yeah, yeah, Zale was really just bad. And Valerie just gained all the strength, and Feral Queen had the better character design. I'm gonna just hard state that, just between the two, better character design, and that might just be me as a dude saying that, because he who cool female character design, oh wow, nice. But no, like, between the two, other than the freaking walking animation, which is my only thing that I hate about Feral Queen's design, is that she walks around on all fours at all times, which is just... There's a way to make a wolf-like character that isn't by making them walk around on all fours. You had it with the character layout and design. You did not need to oversell it. You oversold it. And that, to me, makes it, yeah, just overall, yeah. Anyways, I'm sidetracking really hard here right now. Add to that, the overall thing of just, Artie not really having his own area. Artie lost intrigue after the first little bit. Like, he wasn't a character in the game. And I already critiqued on this game getting rid of one of its best characters in a pivotal moment of the story, with Rashawn just straight up saying, I'm not part of the story anymore, in this game, in the main game. So the fact that Artie basically existed for 2 moments in the main game, and then stopped existing, kind of makes me really upset. Overall, this DLC I feel is like an 8 out of 10 game. It's good on its own game, do not get me wrong. It is beautiful, it is great. I would have loved an expanded storyline to this that would have been, give me more levels, give me more time to play in the game, give me more stuff to do before I'm at the big top. I would have loved this as its own game. Do not get me wrong, like, I rank Hollow Knight as an 8 out of 10. So we're all aware what I'm comparing this to. The thing is this game has the strength, the time, and the key pivotal points in it that I know of that could drive it to an 11 out of 10. Reminder, the only thing that, in my opinion, cut that half point off is just that this game didn't let us finish the job with Afrul. Afrul you do get a fight with, you do get to beat him back, you do get to send him away from here, but it isn't a full, complete kill of Afrul. And the game was building up in such a way that the Guardian Gods should have been able to kill Afrul. Not gonna lie. I really wish they could have. But the additive to this is just like, look, we've gotten there. We also do note, we do know, by the way, who at least the majority of the Ovates are, at least from the lore, and it's expanded upon by this DLC, so I do give it to this. But we do know that Rashawn, as the Immortal Alchemist, is basically an immortal over the realms themselves. The judges of all time are also, like, inevitably in Ovate as well. Abstarax, and the other one as well. Those two are also their own jury over their realm. Zale is effectively the god of the sun. Valerie is effectively the god of the moon. We now know that Garl is effectively a god over hope itself, so humanity and humankind. And you are literally the god of time, which is additive that I didn't think I needed, but very cool. So, like, there's plenty from the lore side that if you dig deep into and you think about it, really cool, good stuff from this game. Problem is combat was very over the top. I made this statement in one of the earlier episodes, and I'm making it again now. I should not have to chug 5 items after every fight. It's stupid. I got very lucky being able to get through as well as I did, getting as much materials as I did in the game, but literally having to chug item after every single fight is such a break of just my time and the game's time. I'm not kidding, at least 20 to 30 minutes of this 10-hour runtime that this DLC had was just chugging items. And that is so bad, game design-wise. This did have 2 of my favorite fights in this game, though. The fight against the puppet master, or the puppeteer, was beautiful. It is hands down my best fight in the game right now. I think it is so unique. I think it is a great way to tie Wheels as a game into the main game, where Wheels did not need included in the main game, as is. Wheels is something that is entirely optional, it's entirely for fun, and it's something just really nice to do. And I enjoy it as a game because it's really well set up as well. I don't think it's balanced by any means. Do not get me wrong. It is not a balanced game. Again, I can demolish the Watchmaker in one go if I get a nice lucky combo between Priest and Thief. And Watchmaker is by far the hardest Wheels fight in the game. Even beyond what the Warlock stuff is in Horloge. And what's in Horloge with the Warlock fight is Anyways, the Warlock puzzles were neat, but I effectively just used the Wizard and won. Because the Wizard on its own is the best character unless you have a support character. In which case the Thief starts outclassing it when you have the Priest with it, which is why I use what I use. Because I've understood Wheels hard enough from the base game, because it's one of my favorite things this game has. I'm annoyed that the additive to this is the other little side thing this game has. Fishing was almost pointless in there. The only thing fishing was used for effectively that was really worthwhile was to get some new items. Good. It's the reason I was able to get so much stuff for the early game and effectively carried me through Narcissus King's castle, or the Ivory Castle. But the additive to that is it does mean that, effectively, because I had to chug items from all the fishing stuff, the late game was just me just not wanting to get off of the ride that I was on and just purchasing stuff, which was it's an overall waste of my money, or waste of my money in terms of what I had in the game. This game is not a waste of your money. It's one of the best games you can ever play. Please go play it. It's awesome. It's sweet. You're gonna love it. But it wasted the in-game currency that I had because the in-game currency was super freaking rare. And there's like 3 things in there that I wasn't able to get that are just something I have to go grind to get. And I'm not happy about that. I don't think that's a good system. Especially because it's just something to go grind for money. I've never been one for grinding in video games. It's one of the reasons why I like a lot of games that can encourage you not needing to grind to get through it. It's one of the things I like about the base game. You don't need to grind to get through it. You can play through everything just as it shows up, and it is really well balanced. But to 100% the DLC, you need to grind. And I do know that also applies to the main game as well. You do need to grind in the main game to 100% the main game. And it's why I still haven't 100% of the main game, and probably never will. Also just because it has multiplayer based achievements, and I cannot convince my friends for the life of me to play this game with me, because I also don't have more controllers than the one that I use right here that work. And I don't want to set up my old faulty controller from when I started the channel to get it to work, basically. It's not worth the time, it's not worth the setup, it's not worth the menagerie, and it's not worth the pain of trying to teach somebody else how to do stuff on a fresh save file, might I add. Just all in all, I love the gameplay, I love what this game can do, and I love what it strived for. I think it did amazing. And furthermore, to add to this as a free DLC, by the way, is exactly what you should aim for in a DLC. If it's not just general additive content, as seen with stuff like from Hollow Knight. In its own sub-story that you have to unlock to get through and do everything, this is an amazing DLC. This is exactly what I'd hope for in a DLC. On its own is where it struggles. It is very much carried by the game it is in. And furthermore, I think that on its own, if they wanted to expand upon this, you could have made Horloge into its own 10 out of 10 experience, if not up to the 11 out of 10 from things that I've mentioned in the game. Now, I think the final fight actually should have just been straight out Punch-Out. But that is just me just going on my own random tangent, because literally, if you're gonna do the funny of making a bullet hell out of nowhere in the main game as the final thing, do the funny and make the straight out Punch-Out out of nowhere, because I would have loved to do a Punch-Out in this game's mechanics and have it be something that is like effectively more intensive Punch-Out. But yeah, no. The final fight could have had just that little teeny bit more pizzazz. That's all I'm gonna say about it. The additive to this then goes to the, dungeon design was very linear. I'm not one to ever like to throw the hallway walking sim, because my favorite game is canonically known as the hallway walking simulator. FF13, my beloved. And everybody who listens to my ramblings now just pulls away from me, because everybody considers that a bad game, but it really isn't if you can just let yourself be involved with it. But this is not something that matters. The dungeons were very linear, and I don't really, every area in this spot was very linear. Now, don't get me wrong, this game in and of itself, very linear. Let me take a walk through Clockwork Castle just as a showcase of some linearity. Because I basically can walk through the entirety of Clockwork Castle by holding two directions. And that is the entirety of the walk. I am now going to continue to hold down, and we are going to naturally exit. This, however, is not linear in a bad sense. The reason why linear in a bad sense was bad for the dungeons is because the dungeons in there did not ever really make you do this type of walk to get somewhere else. This game you have to walk back and forth a few times through places, and it becomes a common annoyance that you deal with that is nicely streamlined for you by making everything straight and simple and easy. This, however, and by the way, we are going on to the boat now. The main game's setup of what was there, or the DLC setup of what was there, however, didn't ever use any linear dungeon design to its benefit to make it easy, because you never had to go back through a dungeon. They were just straight walks. The only spot where that is different is the final dungeon, where you get 2 paths at every opportunity, which I like. I was very proud of it. It's why I started saying I think they spent all their time at the big top and didn't really care for Ivory Castle or Wolf Rock. And I really think they just spent more time on... I really think they spent more time on Valerie's boss fight than Zale's even. I think Narcissus King was really like an afterthought to the game. Because he just felt rushed, but he also was the overly long part of the game. Narcissus King just basically... Narcissus King was over half of the game, by the way. And not because he was, good. He was just a long-winded dungeon. Now, I will have you all probably being asking, like, oh, but if he was quote-unquote rushed, then why are you saying he was, like, over half of the DLC's campaign? It's because they made him this really big dungeon that took, like, 2 hours in and of itself to get down, and to get up to him was the other half of the lead-up, basically. Like, 3 hours, relatively to me, is the start of the story. The next 2 hours were the Narcissus King. There's an hour of little bit of an interlude, and then there's 2 hours of Feral Queen, and then 2 hours of the big top, basically, from what I recorded. Which means, by the way, 11 hours. My miscount, sorry. Doing the math there. Or no, sorry, 10 hours. I was right on my count. I think there's a little bit of deviation there from all the mini games that I did and whatnot, but effectively, there you go, there's the lineup. Narcissus King just felt like a slog. Because out of my time I played in the game, like, that's where I say I feel like half of my time was spent was at the Ivory Towers. Whereas the rest of the time felt like a rush through everything. Don't get me wrong, everything else was very much, like, well-timed, everything was well-paced. It's just, Ivory Castle felt like a slog because of having to fight through enemies that were very high-leveled, and it feels rushed because it didn't feel like the enemies were really balanced with the game. Now again, mind you, I have, why do I have this on? This is something I shouldn't have on, actually. The stuff that's here effectively makes it so that I am fighting amongst the hardest it could be, other than if I put Artful Gambit on. If I put Artful Gambit on, then I would literally be playing the hardest possible game that I could. Because of how I am playing, though, like, I have it on a very hard difficulty, so I do understand if it was balanced more for a more balanced set of relics than what I have, where I balance it very much in the enemy's favor, and that is just because I prefer that type of gameplay to the basic version of this game, because this game really lets you adjust the difficulty slider for everybody. I think on the hard difficulty, though, it was just forcing every battle to be chug a million items once you're done. And I didn't like that. So yeah, overall, I've already said it. My ranking for this DLC, 8 out of 10. I love this game, though. It stays as a solid 10 out of 10 game. one of the best that I have spent over a year playing. And where we've done 72 episodes on this, we've done about a year and a couple of months of episodes for this, by the way. I love this game. I love this game. I love all the people who sat through and watched me ramble and strategize with you all. This series really was more watch me strategize than anything else, because I didn't really sit down and do much talking like I do in, say, some of my other series where I get that little moment to talk. Like, it's not like the Minecraft series or the Nier series where I get that little bit of random, like, chaos energy that I tend to try and put into these episodes, because I was so focused on just figuring out what was happening. And that is a good showcase, by the way, that this game really can capture your attention and steal the show for itself. Like, hands down, to quote the shopkeeper, you know, like, dev character, basically saying, like, yeah, the game does steal the show for itself. I love it. It is a solid 10 out of 10 game. It will hold itself to that point for me permanently, and I love it. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last time I play it, or just the beginning of me taking my time to just slowly chip away at 100%, but regardless, this is the last we will have it on the channel until a new DLC drops, if a new DLC ever drops. We're not sure about that, though. That ending leaves me to think of a sequel, maybe. That's what I'm really seeing from this, is there's a sequel in the works, which I do love the concept of. If there is, I would adore coming back to play a sequel of this game in the future. I've got so many sequels in the lineup of what are on the games that I would like to play that throwing Sea of Stars sequel in would just be hilarious. But yeah, no. Definitely worth your time, worth your effort, worth your everything to play this game, and I adore it. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and if you haven't already, do like and subscribe. I don't really like to ever ask for that, because it's just, I always consider it rude, in my opinion. But if you're sitting here through an hour and a half of me rambling, and having, you know, 30-ish odd minutes be me rambling about this game's capabilities specifically for this DLC, after I already gave it like a 20-minute ramble like 12 episodes ago, yeah, you obviously like me rambling about random stuff. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, much appreciated. There is a Discord down in the description. You're always welcome to join. And the whole community will love and welcome you. It is blessed. I'm blessed with a beautiful community, and I am blessed to have you all watching this series. So yeah, thank you all again. I'll see you all in the next one, where we've got a certain blue crown that we will be hunting after for a long amount of time. I have been looking forward to recording that series for so long. It is going to be so great. I'm going to make myself hate myself with editing for that series, though. Once again, see you all in the next one, whatever it may be, and have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.